Yo,
Oh,
yo,
oh,
yo, 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 yo.
oh.
What's going on, baby? This is the Zone Sports Podcast. There you go. We really gotta get some sound effects and some air horns next year. We gotta level it up for next year. We're gonna get some real air horns in the building for you guys and all that, so Corey can start doing the human-made air horns. You know what I mean? And sometimes Zoom be fucking up the human made air horns, be cutting them out. I don't be liking that shit. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, this is the Zone Sports Podcast. You know what I mean? There we go. I'm one half of your host, your boy Big V. You know what I mean? You see my guy over there, man. Let him know your name, my G. What's up, man?
Yo, 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 it's your boy COOL. Always wondering what the hell. It's your boy Corey, never telling the same old tired story. It's also your
Mm.
boy Coop C. Never, never, not ever, ever dated a floozy. For those out there on YouTube, man, we got to sign up for you right there.
It's
Big
back
Vito,
there.
what's happening then?
You know what I mean? I'm just cooling, bro. Pardon me real quick. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm still smoking on some this Ohio State pack, you heard? Don't even worry about smoking on it's the new strain called Ryan Day. You feel me? I don't know, new strain just came in. You know what I mean? What's going on? Yo, let's turn this shit the fuck up. I'm here to talk my shit. Ohio State fans, if you watching this podcast, the door is there. The door is right there. It is you have time to leave before I talk my shit. Oh, you might not, because guess what? We whooped your ass again, fourth time. You know what I mean? What's up? 13-10, what's up? And y'all building. What's up, Corey? Yo, listen, we came on this podcast almost a year ago and said, listen, if Ryan Day lose it next year, he might be getting the fuck up out of there, Corey, because the booster's not having it. We talked about this a year ago. The booster's not having it, and he will be on the hot seat. Corey, that seat is hotter than hell right now, Corey. Do you hear me? Do you understand what? But you know what? Let's start from the top. Boy, was this game ugly. This was the ugliest game of this series that I've seen since I've been alive, Corey. No lie. Listen, man, you've been on the rock. The Michigan Wolverines play. I hate when they say the Ohio. Why do y'all even do that? The Ohio State. No, 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 no. The Michigan Wolverines played Ohio State Buckeyes. I like to call them the butt eyes because y'all butt. You know what I mean? Y'all straight butt. You know what I mean? You straight butt. So they played the Ohio State butt eyes, if you will. You know what I mean? And they came into their building and won 13-10. And boy, it was ugly. Corey, listen. I'm gonna be real. I'm coming here and talking my shit, but I don't even know how the hell we pulled it out. I can't, I've been on. I've been consistent on this podcast and told y'all the Michigan Wolverines, my Michigan Wolverines, are terrible. Our quarterback situation has been shaky, and that is a compliment at the best. I can say it was shaky. It's been shaky this whole entire season. You know what I mean? We got a guy in the backfield who came in maybe a potential Heisman candidate with my guy Edwards. You know what I mean? And he's been sitting here on the cover of the new NCAA game, the college football game, and you wouldn't even be able to tell that he's a star of that caliber to make it because we suck so bad, Corey. I know he is counting down the days so he can go pro. He is ready to get the fuck up from this organization. Corey, this has been the one of the worst years of Michigan football from this particular organization that I've seen, Corey. And you know I'm a fan. I watch, so I can say this. This is bad. This year has been bad. Now, we come in and we got the whole Jim Harbaugh situation with him leaving and then him leaving so much dirt behind, you know what I mean, for the next guy to clean up. It's been crazy. It has been crazy. So then we come in here basically with no quarterback, and here we are. winning the game that we have no business of winning. Corey, if I would have bet money Saturday, I would
Oh,
have been down bad. I would have been down bad.
you would have gotten paid too. Real quick, I think the spread on that was like close to like 18 points, 18, 19, maybe even been even the low 20s, the point spread on that game.
Really?
You would have gotten paid,
Yeah,
but nobody would have taken a bet either.
that's true. That's true. That would on paper that was a fool's bet given the season that we've had. Corey, let me tell you, man. I was so proud of that defense on Saturday. I have to give the defense the props, Corey. Came in, got a smooth interception. You know what I mean? I mean a smooth interception, almost a pick six, almost. You know what I mean? Off of the Will Howard. Off of the Will Howard. You know what I mean? We got him, Corey, on the first time, let alone we got him again. We had two crucial picks that kept us
Yeah,
in that game.
yeah,
And by the way, I gotta give a round of applause. I want to give a round of applause to the Ohio State Bud Eyes field goal kicker. Round of applause for fucking up the game. I love you. Thank you for fucking up the game. You did a fantastic job of fucking up the game. Let me tell you, I've never seen somebody that looked like they hated the Ohio State Bud Eyes more than me, than the field goal kicker. He looked like he was echoing my sentiments of how much I hate that team. And he looked like he had money on the line for Michigan the way he was just sticking up the field, just missing extra points. I mean, he was missing extra points, literally, Corey. Like
yeah.
Corey, it was
One
bad.
for three.
One for oh my goodness, man. Salute to him. Salute to him. I love it. Man, listen. Um, Ohio State did um outgain us in yards. Um 252 yards to 235. And they tallied 16 first downs to the Wolverines 13. But those interceptions on their behalf, that is what kept us in the game, along with how bad the field goal kicker was. Listen, Corey, I don't give a damn what happened. I don't care. Guess what I do love? I love that we went in the
Mm.
Ohio State Bud Eye Stadium and got that win. And got that win. So let me tell you, I don't feel no remorse if Ryan Day gets let go this offseason. I don't care. It would make my whole entire year if that's what happens to them. Because, it was all this and that was going on last year. They
Oh,
had the
oh,
goggles, you know what I mean, doing all that, mocking us for still in the place. And granted, obviously we was still in the place. You know what I mean? We've seen the footage of Megan the Kind of Stallion, and your words. That's what you like to call her, Megan the Kind of Stallion.
yeah,
We
yeah.
saw Megan the Kind of Stallion. Not only was he undercover, but he went so far as to dress up in team colors. You know what I mean? Yo, Corey,
Still
yo,
can't see that, man.
Corey, that might be the what the hell of the decade. Like
Home
I've
to go
never
home, baby.
This is a one of one. I've never seen somebody stoop to the level of putting on a team polo, Corey, and was cooling. Like he was part of the damn staff
And didn't get caught.
and didn't get caught, Corey.
There's a certain part that has to be saluted about
You
that.
know what? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. He, hey, look, I gotta get, hey, look.
Take my hat off. I ain't tipping my hat. I'm taking my hat off to
Hey,
Connor Megan the Stallion.
hey,
Okay.
hey, you didn't get,
May he rest in peace in football purgatory.
yeah, because you would definitely won't be. I don't see you working in this business again. You might as well go work for the FBI, my nigga. How deep undercover you was. Let me tell you something. Lawrence Fishburne is somewhere proud of you. How deep cover you was. Pause. You know what I mean? Because boy, I can't. Corey, that was amazing. But I am proud of this win, no matter how we got it. Salute to the Michigan Wolverines. You know what I mean? And let's get it, man. What are your thoughts on the game? Did you
You
watch it,
know,
Corey? Like,
no, I did watch it, and I started to text you, but then I was like, you
I
know what?
started to text you too, but I didn't want
Because
to. I didn't want to jinx it though.
see, I didn't want to. Well, I was going to wait till after the game, but then I was like, you know what, man? I was actually expecting to hear from you, but then I was like, you know what? This is like Thanksgiving weekend. Ain't no you was directly in front of the TV. Like I should have known better to know that you wasn't gonna miss a game. But
I cleared my schedule out.
on the off chance that you wasn't able to see it, I did not want to spoil it for you. That's why I didn't text. Now let me go ahead and get into this here. What the hell happened? Like I'm watching the game. Total of 4 interceptions on both sides.
Yes.
It's almost like both sides was trying to give it away. I was just like, man, no.
Yeah.
Ohio State, they're going to come through because if there was ever a year that y'all was going to get mollywopped by
Yep.
Ohio State, this was going to be the year. And we talked about this, and it ain't going to last too long on it because I know we done talked about it 3,000 times. This is the beauty of college sports, right?
Yes.
Y'all have had a utterly shitty season,
Yes.
but y'all beat Ohio State. As a matter of fact, I want to ask you, even though the season was trash, y'all beat Ohio State. We talked about this with Carolina and Duke. How do you feel as a Michigan fan? Like just in totality, real quick.
You know, it was a, it was a momentous occasion. I want to bring out my hard bottoms and and celebrate. And I even told my wife I was getting ready to make my way to the wine spot to get me a bottle of that rosé that I like, you know what I mean, the gold bottle or the pink bottle, whatever have you, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to cherish this moment. Being the fat Corey, not only did we beat them, and not only did we beat them in a stadium, you know why this one is even, it was a shitty game, but you know why this one is even much sweeter than any one that I've seen, Corey? We was unranked, Corey. We was unranked, Corey. And they was ranked. We came in and stole the show, Corey. Unranked. We didn't even playoff bound at all. At all. The playoffs is over, Corey. But the Ohio State, they had a chance. They had a chance, Corey. They did.
Yeah.
They had a chance.
And that's what we always talked about. Like, of course, we all want the ships. You got your ship last year and stuff like that. And after you get a certain, and I want to be fair, after you get a certain number of ships, you always, the hunger for more, i.e., Lloyd Banks, is always there.
Yeah.
But getting the ship every year is just not realistic.
No.
But beating your rival is, right? Like it goes so far to what we talked about with Carolina and Duke, with both of us being Carolina fans. We've beaten Duke on years that we had no business beating them.
Yes.
Having the trashiest season. It's like, you know what? The season was bad. Damn, man. Not only did we beat Duke, we swept them and we got them in their house. Like those are like crazy. Getting back to your earlier points, you're talking about Ryan Day. And you're right. You look at his record, I think this makes either his 9th or 10th loss in totality.
Right.
4 of them came from y'all, right? Ryan Day, arms out the window. It's about to be a Suge night. Yes. You, dog, I want you to listen to me and listen to me well, Mr. Ryan Day. I think he's a great coach. I like just if you're just taking numbers, and I know you have to contextualize everything because that's just realistic. He like any other circumstance, whether this is the NFL, you go to a school where the rivalries really aren't that deep. It's like, yo, no, we keep the fact that we're even talking about he is on the hot seat highlights the essence of what I love about college football in particular. I love the NFL. I'm an idiot that will spend $400 to watch the 49ers get pulverized every single Sunday. Trust me, I know. I ain't going to sit here and shit on the NFL. The NFL is king. But boy, when I tell you there's a king B, it is college football. And I'm talking about the whole flag planting and all that. This is what makes it great. Right? Like this is like, listen, man, real quick. I'm gonna wrap up.
Nah, we stand on this because we gotta get to the I ain't touched the aftermath of the game yet.
Okay. So the whole deal of the plant, planting the flag, I love every last second of it. For one, it couldn't have happened to a better team. It really couldn't. This has been the weekend for flag planting. And look, listen, we know what it is. We know what time of it. We want problems. We want the smoke. Let's go and look. I got to express how disappointed I am in my favorite broadcaster of Gus Johnson, the mighty, the great Gus Johnson, and this riding shotgun with Joel Klatt saying, "Hey man, this ain't a good look for college football. This is bad." No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. This is great because you know what? I'm saying this as even though I'm rocking my ECU, whatever. I'm also a North Carolina Tar Heel football fan as well. We got beat at home on Matt Brown's last game coaching, and NC State ran to center field, tried to plant one, didn't work, and they got their faces flown in, and it's melee all over the place. Listen, storming the field, storming the court, planting the flag. Keep that. This is what makes it so, I ain't gonna say better, but different than the NFL, dog. There is nothing like it. I love every last second of it. If faces get flown, so what? I don't necessarily agree with the pepper spray that the cops did or whatever. But hey, the rivalries run deep. And real quick before I let you continue, Big V, I had a coworker of mine who is from the Ohio area. Now, oddly enough, he's a Florida Gators fan. But I was talking about the rivalry between Carolina and Duke in basketball and stuff like this. And he was like, nah, dog. Like, y'all do have a rivalry. Don't get it twisted. He used the word y'all or whatever. He's like, nah, this Michigan and Ohio State, nah, this runs deep, bro. Like this here bigger than Nino Brown, Big V. It's bigger. And you know what? For the longest times, I have disagreed with him. And real quick, I feel like the Carolina and Duke rivalry is still there, but you could tell with Coach K and Coach Williams not being there, the edge is a little bit off. Like it ain't
Yeah,
where it's.
yeah,
Whereas with Michigan and Ohio State, it don't matter who coaching Big V. Face is gonna get flown. Floor is
yes, yes, sir. Yeah, and I agree with everything you just said. Everything you just said, I 1000% agree with. And what I also love about the college football game is you only see your rivals once during the season.
good point.
Basketball, you see them twice, maybe three times in the conference tournament and things like
And,
that.
and a
ACC
potential to meet for a fourth time in the tournament, which is
and a
what happened to
potential
Carolina and Duke a few years ago.
that you exactly. Football, you play your rivals that once, then you may, if you're lucky, see them in the playoffs if both of
Mhm.
y'all are up there like that. Other than that, y'all won't see each other in the bowl games or anything
Got to
like
wait the
that.
next year, Big V.
Gotta wait till next year,
Bragging
man.
rights for a whole year, Big V.
And I'm here for it, man. I'm trying to get me a Michigan hoodie for Christmas and things like that coming. You know what I mean? I got to get my Michigan apparel up just because this was the highlight of my season. I'm looking for us to get into a good bowl game, decent bowl game. I am looking forward to that because this was a statement win. This was a statement win because we were on a down year, and like you said, if this was the year for Ryan Day to make the boosters happy, he missed the bus. He missed the bus. He missed the bus. But
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Mr. Sharon on the other side just guarantee himself some more millions next year. You hear what I'm telling you? He just get no matter what happened, he just guaranteed himself some more millions for next year, and the boosters are happy here in Michigan, and I love it. I love it, man. I
I
love it.
love it. I love college football, dog.
I do, I do, I do, man. That's why I'm glad. I'm glad the video game is back. I'm glad.
Oh,
I'm glad. I hope next year they add the flag planting element into the game. We need that. Yo, listen, EA, add the flag planting element into the end of the game. Add them tearing down the field goal post too. We need all that. And oh, by the way, drop that college basketball game ASAP, man.
let's do it.
Let's
Let's do
let,
it.
let's get it, man. You know what I mean? Speaking of basketball, Corey, I had a thought the other night, man,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna keep it simple. Big threes are overrated.
Mm.
Big threes are overrated. Damn, they're trash. I'm just here. I know that's a bold statement, but I just want to go through a few lists of big threes that were disappointment slash trash. Hmm. One comes to mind off the gate. Kyrie, James Harden, and KD.
Ooh. Ooh.
Disappointing
Yeah.
slash trash. Terrible.
Yeah. That chemistry won't there.
It just it, it wasn't there. I'm gonna give you a current one. KD, Devin
Oh,
Booker,
oh,
and what's my man name that came
Bradley
from the
Bill.
Bradley Bill.
Bradley Bill.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Damn near trash. I'm just telling you. I'm just um
You're right. That's very disappointing with those with him.
um. Here's another one. Joel Embiid,
Oh,
Maxey,
yeah.
Paul George.
They can't even
Disap-
make, they can't even make the court. They can't even make it on the court at the same time.
disappointing. Overrated. Trash. Just a few. I just wanted to start off. Just a few. We don't have to stay on this long, but big threes, man.
Yeah.
Disappointing. Overrated. Most of them have been. You know, and this guy, he don't. He don't have a big three, but anywhere he's gone, um, since his last, successful outing, and I mean he hasn't gone many places, but the performance has just been trash from him and the team. Kawhi Leonard,
Oh.
no matter who he hooks up with,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
James Harden, whoever else,
Yeah.
overrated, disappointing, trash. One could argue the last exciting big three was LeBron, D Wade, and my man that had to
Oh,
retire,
Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh. Yeah, salute to him. So one would argue that was maybe the last exciting big three. Maybe KD, Clay, and Steph. That was an exciting big three, and
Oh yeah.
and that really lived up to the hype. Um, Other than that, most big threes overrated, disappointing, and trash. What are
You
your
know what?
thoughts?
I was thinking about this when you sent the notes, and I think I'm gonna take it a step deeper, actually, where I think the big three as a concept is dead, right? Like is not applicable, right? Like you had like, and I really don't even think it was applicable during the 90s or the 80s. I think the big three, just as a concept,
Yeah,
really kind of took off when the first big three that I really remember, or the term being the big three, was with Boston, with the Doc River years, with
Ray
with
Allen, them. Yeah,
Garnett and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce. And so, I think we fell in love with it as a term. And then, like you said, the Heatles, came and took it to that next level. And then it's kind of like, I know me as a fan, with our Lakers, I've been trying to make a big three for the longest, right? I remember probably one of the worst takes that I've had on this show was like, you remember when we got Andre Drummond in a trade?
yeah,
And I was like, yo, Big V, I think we found our big three. Couldn't have been more worse. It couldn't have been more worse. And then it's like, I'm trying to plug people into the big three with AD and LeBron. I said, oh, well, maybe Kyle Kuzma could be part of the big three. But then you're just like, nah, that don't like, and I don't see my post all the way back here, but they have three people on the poster for the 2020 bubble championship with Kyle Kuzma, AD, and LeBron James. And so I think us as fans, and even like sports outlets or whatever, it's like it just has to be a big three. But see, here's the thing with the big three that you know very well, is that somebody got to take that back seat. And if someone is not trying to take the back seat, or in the Lakers case, accept the passing of the torch, Anthony Davis, or whatever, then the big three as a concept doesn't work. And I'm not talking X and O's. I'm not talking about triangle. I don't know enough about that to break that down. But the little bit that I know, somebody got to be that third wheel. Somebody, like you even look at with the Cleveland years with LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love, right?
yeah,
Kevin Love took the back seat, right? With the Heatles. Chris Bosh took the back seat,
Yeah.
right? You could argue with the big three in Boston. Ray Allen came in and did what he needed to do as needed. So I would argue that he kind of took a back seat, right? So when anytime you're trying to do a big three, who is going to be that third one? Who is going to be takeoff, i.e. Migos? Like, who's going to be that guy? And no shade, RIP to takeoff or whatever.
Right.
But
Right.
that's
Yeah.
what
Rest in
makes
peace.
a successful big three. I think you could almost apply that in music, let alone sports. Who's going to be that guy to be, you know what, man? These other two guys getting the crazy shot, but I'm going to do my thing and I'm going to play the cut. Who's cool enough to do that in an alpha dominated sport? So I think the big three as a concept is really dead.
You might be on to something. You might be on to something. Because what else is dead in the NBA is the toughness. Um, Last night, Corey, I'm watching the game, watching the Knicks game against Orlando Magic, and Karl Anthony Towns was banging paws with a another defender down low, and I think it was one of the is it the Wagner brothers or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Um,
I think to play with the Lakers for a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, he was bang. You know, him and one of the brothers was going at it, and um the defender ended up kind of blocking, catch shot, but they called a foul, and the defender from the Magic started clapping, and Karl Anthony Towns started clapping back. It's literally, clapping. They both got a technical foul, Corey, for
That's
clapping.
ridiculous. I didn't know this until you told me. Wow.
They both got technical fouls, Corey, for just clapping. They weren't in each other's faces. Karl Anthony did look at him and was like, after he clapped, was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But you can't clap in the NBA and not get teed up. This is
That's
insane.
that's that's crazy.
Like, yo, I'm from the era where Sean Kemp would dunk on you and point at you. Like, I'm from that era. Like, yo, we saw Allen Iverson step clean over Ty
Oh,
Lue.
over.
You know, he basically teabagged Ty Lue. Shout out to Ty Lue.
And it's a shame because he was really a good role player, but he will forever be known as the guy that AI stepped over. Right?
But yeah,
Like,
but we from that era. So you
yeah.
you can't even clap. No, you can't clap. They weren't pushing and shoving. Corey was clapping and got teed up. This is soft. Pause. This is soft.
It is. I'm not sure where this is coming from, if this is coming from the commissioner. I'm not sure. And I kind of wanted to bring this back up with the Michigan Ohio State, where, Gus Johnson and Joe Klatt saying this is bad for the game and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then, so often I always hear about, well, what about the kids? What about the kids? Well, I'm going to borrow a line from my guy, Colin Cowherd. Those are your kids. You raise them. Okay. You want to see bad stuff. Watch the 6 o'clock news every day. Yeah. We got the Big V. We got to calm the hell down
Mm-hmm.
as a society. We got to calm the hell down because we just talked about what makes college so great. I got news for you. Everything ain't going to be unicorns and rainbows for kids growing up. I got a 2-year-old downstairs. Dog, listen, I'm going to try my best to shield her up to a certain point, but then I'm going to also let her know the real. And I'm not here giving parent advice. You parent your kid how you see fit, but that's my point, right? You see worse stuff on TV, right?
Right.
You see people getting shot going to the grocery store, Big V.
Yeah.
People getting shot up in churches. You worried about somebody clapping, finger pointing, planting flags, or worried about seeing people fight? Listen, I'm still one of the few people who loves boxing. I watch wrestling with my baby girl. I catch up on it on Saturdays right before the games kick off. We are literally seeing people getting hit over the head with chairs. You go staged or not or whatever. You seeing people, men and women, vocal grapple each other, hit each other in the back, talk shit to one another, cursing at each other, and that's on a Saturday morning. You can argue Corey's supposed to be watching cartoons. Daddy, he'll watching wrestling, right? And so I think what is going on is that a lot of people are scared of the malice in the palace. And you
Mm.
could argue, I think that's the case with the NBA, but I do feel like that was such a a watershed moment, a one-off. Can things get heated? Absolutely. But let's take this Malice in the Palace a little bit further. It was all on the court until a fan threw beer
Good point.
at a world peace. Nothing, whatever's on the court stays on the court. But now, whereas we, NBA, because this seems to happen a whole lot more in the NBA where you got that close proximity that's there. NBA, what are you doing with these knuckleheaded fans that sit up here and shout racial slurs to Russell Westbrook that's telling a black man to get on his knees? What are we doing about that? What are we doing about people in New York throwing a drink on one of the players or Trae Young or somebody like that? What are we doing with the player or a fan? If I'm not mistaken, I think it was
Somebody
Trae Young.
spit. Somebody spit on him. Spit on him. Yeah.
Spit on. What are we doing about that? But you want to go at Cat and Wagner for clapping?
Clapping.
Come on, man. We got to stop that. And again, you a dad, I'm a dad. We'll handle our kids, bro. As a society, we need to handle our kids. There's a lot worse things out there than seeing somebody clap. What about the kids? Hey, as Colin Cowherd would say, what about them?
Well said.
That's
I love
crazy.
that. I love that. I love that, yo. I love that. But you know what else I love? The What the Hell segment, baby. Let's go.
Yo, it is brought to you by me, envisioned by Big Vito, and co-sponsored by the little girl downstairs named Corey, who just likes to hit daddy with balloons randomly. I don't know what's going on with that. She's at that stage. Hey, daddy. Hey, daughter. Here. No love. So I don't know what's going on with that. But Big V, man, I want to talk about the Lord, Savior Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I want to talk about him.
All
Because
right.
everybody's pastor. I ain't gonna say I belong behind the pulpit. I'm not going that far. But I'm a God-fearing individual, Big V. And the things that I've seen him do in my life, the things I've seen him do in my family life, the thing that I've seen him do with people that I've known personally, who used to be drug addicts, who used to be hustlers, who did hard time in jail, and then now they're pastors. I done seen the Lord do a whole bunch of things. Big V, here's the thing, though. My wife and I, we pray every single night before we go to bed. We say our grace right before we get ready to eat, Big Vito. We don't play with the Lord in this house. Are we perfect? No, I would knock down a beer tonight, okay? I'm not going that far. But what I am saying is, I love God. I hope everyone loves God or whoever it is you believe in. But you know who else love God, Big V?
Who?
My guy. He's my guy. Jameis Winston. Oh, Jameis Winston. I don't know if you've been catching some of his pre and post games interviews lately. He has had a spiritual awakening and enlightenment. And for one,
salute.
I am saluting this man.
Salute.
If God, if Allah, if whoever makes you a better man, like my man said in Minister Society, then so be it. Okay? Then so be it. Let's go for it. But Big V, when I pray, and I'm only speaking on me again, I ain't nobody's pastor, man. You talk to the Lord however you see fit. But I rarely ever pray for outcomes because I don't feel that my sweet baby Jesus of Nazareth, I don't feel that my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I don't think he grant outcomes. If he does, that's great. But that sounds more like I dream of Genie, right? I always pray for the Lord to give me what I need to get through a situation. Hey, you be my rock. You give me the strength. You give me the mental capacity to not give up in whatever it is that the world, the devil, or even you may throw my way. That's what I pray for. Because anything else, But Big V, our guy, my guy in particular, because I love this guy, man. I just do. I'm just gonna do the quote. I'm gonna do the quote per ESPN.com. He threw three interceptions
You
in
did.
one football game, which was fantastic. It lasted forever, but I did make it to the end of it. He threw three interceptions, two of them for pick sixes, Big V. And this has always been the thing with Jameis Winston. And I'm just like, man, gosh, man, you got if you could just tighten up because his ceiling is the roof. The ceiling is the roof. He threw three interceptions, two pick sixes. And I quote, I know I'm better than this. I know I'm better than this. I'm just praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes. That's just not, it's not me. We had a phenomenal game. The offense did some great things, but I messed it up. Now I want to go back to, I'm just praying to the Lord to deliver me from picks. And I quote, I want the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes. Now, Jameis, I don't know how new you are on this spiritual journey that you're on. Again, salute. But I just got finished saying 2 minutes ago, Big V, I don't necessarily pray for outcomes. I pray for the strength to get through whatever the Lord has to throw our way. Now, I don't know how busy the Lord is or isn't. You know, I know that the God I serve is an all-knowing God and he could do multiple things at one time. I don't know if the Lord and Savior, sweet baby Jesus, is a football fan or not. Even if he is, I'm not quite sure if he roots for one team over another. I don't know. I doubt seriously if he really cares. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. But Big V, I want to tell you and I want to tell famous Jameis, hey man, look, it's so, look, shoot your shot. Who am I to say what you should and shouldn't pray for? But on all the things that I would pray for in the NFL would be, Lord, let me leave the field physically the same way that I came in. And even that can't be guaranteed, right? But if I'm going to pray for something regarding football, it's going to be more so of that. Hey, Lord, give me the mental capacity to deal with the fact that I may get cut and I may have to move my kids across the country. Let me deal with that. For you to stop, James, that's your control. That's your fault. The Lord, don't you bring the Lord up in this. The Lord ain't got, the Lord's shaking his head right now, Big V. He didn't tell me that, but I'm assuming that's what he's doing. He wants to be delivered. Delivered. Some people want to be delivered from being a prostitute.
Yeah.
Some people want to be delivered from being a drug dealer. Some people want to be delivered from being a bad human being so they can be a parent to their kids. Oh, but not Jameis. No, no, no. He want to be delivered from throwing pick sixes. Jameis Winston. I ain't gonna say hell. I ain't gonna say that. What in the heaven are you talking about? What the heaven, Jameis Winston? What the heaven?
Oh my goodness, yo. I had no clue. He said that, Corey.
Yes.
Deliver me from pick sixes.
Yeah, I'm just praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes. That's a quote, my friend.
Oh my goodness, man. Shout out to Jameis Winston.
I'm still riding though, man. I
Oh
like
my
James. As long as
goodness.
he's not on my team, I'm okay.
Salute to him, you know what I mean? And salute to, to the God that he prays to. You know what I mean? But most importantly, salute to each and every one of y'all for tapping in, how y'all be tapping in, whether you watching the clips on YouTube, IG, Twitter, however you doing it. We appreciate, you know what I mean, the support. You know what I mean? We appreciate if you watch it from top to bottom or you pause or you just, like I said, you just, spend a little bit of your time with us. We appreciate each and every one of you guys, all the zoners out there. You know what I mean? Yo, Corey, I appreciate you every week, how we do it, baby. You know what I'm saying? But yo, whether you're new or you're old, gotta find out how we end this podcast, right? You gotta find out so you can join along, baby.
Mm.
Peace.
Hey.